Hello and welcome to my channel. I create content on all things green beauty. If you like that kind of stuff, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And I also have an Instagram account where I post even more clean beauty content. It is the same name as my YouTube name, which is Routine Beauty with 3 Ys. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some dupes for conventional beauty products because switching to clean beauty can be difficult, especially when you have holy grail products in the conventional makeup world. When you're trying to find products to compare to your regular beauty products in the clean beauty world that give the same results as the conventional products, that can be kind of difficult, but I have found some products that I do think are good dupes and they are much healthier for you. So to try to make your life a little bit easier, I have found some clean beauty products that I think are great dupes for some very popular conventional makeup products. So the first product that you have probably heard of is the Marc Jacobs Remarcable Foundation. Now that foundation is advertised as a very high coverage foundation, probably one of the most high coverage foundations that is out there. The foundation that I have found in the clean beauty world that I feel like is a good comparison is the Gressa Minimalist Serum Foundation. Now this foundation definitely isn't as high coverage as the Marc Jacobs foundation because, let's be honest, that stuff is extremely high coverage, but I do find that when a foundation is very high coverage, it tends to look cakey on the face, and I do find it difficult to make it not look cakey on the face. Maybe it's just my skin, and maybe that just doesn't work on me, but it tends to look more cakey, but that's just kind of what you tend to get when you go for a really high coverage foundation. So the Gressa foundation, it is not as high coverage as that one, but it does have a lot of pigment to it. The good thing about this is it does provide pretty nice coverage. I would say it is about a medium coverage, and you can definitely build it up to maybe get a full coverage, but it definitely looks more skin-like, which is really great. It definitely doesn't look cakey. I don't find that it gets cakey pretty easily. I'm actually wearing this foundation today, and I feel like it does a really good job at just covering up my acne marks that I have from past acne, but this also does a really good job at correcting or covering up redness. So I think that this is a pretty good dupe if you're going to find a dupe in the clean beauty world for the Marc Jacobs Remarcable Foundation. I think that this one by Gressa is definitely a pretty good option. So on to the next product. The Nars blush in the shade Orgasm is a very popular blush. They also have blushes in a cream version, and they're called Nars the Multiple. I have found that the Vapour Organics Beauty, this is called the Aura Multi-Use Radiant, and this is in the shade Intrigue. Now I think that this is definitely a pretty similar product, and I think that the color is super similar. So this is quite similar to the Multiple. It is a multi-stick. You can use it on your lips, your cheek, your eyes, and the color is super similar. It is that beautiful golden peachy type of color, and it's just absolutely stunning, and I feel like this is definitely a super close match to that product, except for it's clean and doesn't have those bad ingredients. So that sounds like a win to me. The next clean beauty dupe that I have found is for another Nars product. It is the Nars highlighting powder, and it is in the shade Hot Sand. Now the clean beauty dupe that I have found for that is the Lolo Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo. Now this has both a bronzer shade in it, which is another dupe that I have found for another product, but they also have a highlighter, which is this shade right here. Now the Nars Hot Sand highlighter is definitely a more sheer and subtle type of highlight, which I do really like. The highlighter that comes in the Lolo Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo, I feel like is very similar. It is a more subtle highlighter. It's not just a bam in your face highlighter. It definitely looks more natural, but it still gives your skin that nice glow. So I definitely think that they are quite similar. This one might be a little bit more luminous, but I definitely think that it's still very similar. It just has a very similar tone to it, and I think it's a great dupe. Alright, and so the last products that I have found dupes for, so I have 2 bronzers that I feel like are actually pretty similar to this shade in the Lolo Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo. And what those products are is the Nars Laguna bronzer, which is a really popular bronzer in the conventional makeup world, and then also the Benefit Cosmetics Hoola bronzer, which is also extremely popular. But I think that this one is super similar. It has a cool undertone just like the Nars Laguna bronzer and the Benefit Cosmetics Hoola bronzer. I feel like it just has a very similar tone to it. And those are types of bronzers that I feel like work well for people with fair skin types, because sometimes it can be hard to find a bronzer that doesn't look fakey or orange looking when you have a lighter skin tone. I feel like this shade from Lolo is a very good comparison. I think that the color looks super similar as those other products, and I just feel like this is a great dupe. I feel like it holds up really well on the skin as well, and I just think that this is a great dupe. I think that this is actually a really good dupe. Like, this whole little set in general is a great dupe for the Nars blush and bronzer duo, because Nars does have a blush and bronzer duo where they actually use the Nars Laguna bronzer and the Nars Hot Sand highlighter. So I think that this is definitely a really great dupe for that duo in general. So those are all of the dupes that I have for you guys today. I hope that you found it helpful. If you guys have any recommendations for any more clean beauty products or clean beauty brands that you guys would like to learn more about, or that you guys would like me to do a review of, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!